What's up, YouTube? This is Tyler, and I'm back with another video. I've got a lot of things to cover, so this is probably going to be broken up into maybe 2 or 3 different videos, but I've got a PSA order, I've got a bunch of mail for some cards that I've just sent off, that I'm getting ready to send off, and then I've got a bunch of cards that I just picked up at the card show, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright guys, we're going to go through the card show stuff really quick. Not all of this is card show stuff. This bottom part is not. Those were free cards from the past month's worth of mail. I just got back from the card show in Louisville, Kentucky. So if you guys have ever gone to this is a pretty small show, maybe 50 to 80 tables. Some pretty common guys that I also see that go to the Lexington, Kentucky card show. Now, I am no longer a Kentucky resident. I still do have, again, packages shipped here, and I have family here. So whenever I try to come in, I try to come in on a weekend where I'm either doing something with family or I'm able to go to a card show or kind of do something fun. So this was my weekend of going to the card show. I also had to drop off some of my PSA cards to some buddies that I should submit for. So, and I also wanted to buy some stuff too. So worked out perfect. So this is in Louisville, Kentucky. Again, just got back from the show. Pretty decent show. And I also got some pretty good deals. So here we go. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. So Baker Mayfield is the first one that I found. Found both of these guys for $10. These have been going for a little bit over 20 recently. So pretty happy with those. Tough gems, but we'll see if we can get a gem out of them. Also got 4 Topps Update Juan Sotos from a table, so I paid $15 for these combined. So let's do the math on this. This could be a good breakdown video of also how I go about assessing what I think good cards would be to grade and the cost associated with that. So feel free to take notes or don't take notes or listen passively or whatever. So with these Bakers, I paid $10 a piece for them. Consider my grading fee is just $10 standard. By the time I pay for my bulk submission, shipping to and from, just for simplicity's sake, just assume $10 in shipping. So from what I've seen, these Prism 10s from Mahomes are selling for $75. So assuming that both of these came back for $75, I'm looking at $150 in sale value just from this alone. Even if only one of these comes back PSA 10 and one comes back a 9, I've got maybe, what, 75 in one, 25 in another, so it's $100 in sale value. So you guys see how this can potentially add up in terms of it being something that's not only profitable, but also fun. So I'm buying baseball cards, I'm picking my stock. Like this is a stock to me, like Apple stock or Nike or Lululemon, whatever you want to call it. But in my mind, I don't really care about Apple stock or like what Apple's doing. Like I don't care about looking at their financial reports. I do care about sports though. I love sports and I love analytics. So essentially what I do is I try to say, hey, who are some cool sports stars who I think that are, I don't like Baker. Just, I'm throwing that out there. I dislike Baker because I think he's arrogant and, whatever. But I do like rooting for sports and like using that as my analytics platform for assessing sports card values. So this is like my Apple stock. Well, I don't know if Baker is going to be Apple or if he's going to be Enron, but that's the fun part about it. I get to figure it out and I don't have to care if it's Enron or Apple. I get to see if it's Juan Soto or Baker Mayfield. So that's sort of my assessment. So $10. They could potentially sell for $75 after grading. They could sell for nothing and I could waste my money. But so far my model is proving to be relatively consistent to where I'm generating around a 30 to 40% margin after everything. So out of everything that I buy, I have a pretty decent margin of around 30 to 40%, which is pretty cool. I'm trying to maximize that every single day. So that's quick and dirty with that. For these Juan Sotos, I paid approximately $15 for all 4. Again, this one's a lot more risky because the sale value of PSA 10s is much lower. So we're talking, right now the sale value is around $30 a piece, but if Juan Soto starts off slow, they could dip to 20 or even 15. So this one's a lot more risky, but the good thing about this is this adds to my numbers. So in order for me to unlock the lowest level of pricing for bulk submissions, I have to submit more than 100 cards. If I submit less than 100 cards, my bulk submission rate is $10 a card, plus the shipping and insurance and all that stuff. if I want to have the lowest rate without negotiating any sort of deal, because I don't have a special deal with PSA, unlike some people, I have to submit more than 100 cards to get that $8 pricing, and this helps get me there. And I could potentially make some margin on it along the way, which is a win-win for me. So again, this sort of helps, these types of purchases help with that. And again, I got 4 of these for $15. Next up, I'm pretty sure I overpaid for these, but I don't care. Again, I think that I can do well whenever Joel comes back, and I'm also priming for a Sixers playoff run. Got both of these guys for 40 combined. I didn't even try to negotiate the guy down. I also got, now I don't know if this is a purple or not. I'm really colorblind and I can't see anything. But this is the Prism jersey. I ended up getting this one for 20. So I had 23 on it. I got him down to 20, and he did that. I paid 12 for this Baker rookie introduction, which is pretty solid. For these 2 Bakers, this is the pink one. Okay. I think I may have said purple earlier. I did not mean to say purple. I meant to say pink. This is the pink one. So I ended up getting both of these guys together for $40. So this is the pink jersey. Again, I paid $20 for it. I don't even know what these go for. I didn't even pull out my phone. I just know that I can grade them and probably make a good margin on them if they grade out. So I don't even know if I did good on it. But anyway, this is the Phoenix version, numbered to 299. And if you look at Mahomes cards, the Mahomes card like this is doing really, really well, at least in graded form. So I think that this was a no-brainer buy, getting both of these for 40. This one's probably going to shock a lot of people in terms of what I just paid for it. So yes, Christian Yelich stuff just shot through the roof. Maybe last week, if you were lucky, you could find this card in a dollar box for $1. More than likely, there's not many of those hanging around in a dollar box. On eBay, they're probably like $5-10 on eBay prior to this week if you can find a seller. At auction, maybe a little bit less. I ended up paying $25 for this card. The reason why is currently PSA 10s are going for $150 at auction. Now, yes, the population report is low. Yes, the population report is about to explode over the next 3 to 4 months. But even if the price on a PSA 10 drops, and it drops by 100% to $75, I'm still only in this $25 plus grading, and I can still make a decent profit. I can almost double my money, actually, by selling this for $75. So that's my rationale on this. Even if the market drops, I can do good. Now, it's all contingent that I get a PSA 10. So let's hope that I get a PSA 10. Next up, I had a lengthy conversation about this because this is the bad reputation that I'm getting with people at tables, is they know they're starting to learn my model and methods, and I'm openly upfront with them. I'm like, I only want to buy cards to grade. I'm specifically buying cards to grade, and I will pay full market price, if not higher, which I actually think that I may have paid higher than this. I don't know what this one's going for. I will pay higher than going rate if I know that I can make money on it and I know that it's going to grade. So the guy that I was buying this from, he's a good friend, but he was like, dude, the PSA 10 versions of these cards are going for this price. Like, this is stupid. And I was like, yeah, I know, it's really, really stupid. And that's why I want to buy them. Like, let me buy both of them for $25 combined. And he was like, okay, all right, that sounds good. So, and that's sort of my model at a card show. Like, I'm not going there to try to rob somebody. I'm going there to find cards at market price like these that are cheap. Like, these are cheap cards, but in graded form, they're a little bit more expensive cards, and I can make a decent margin on them. So I will go there and try to find stuff that is even at market rate. I'll pay for it, knowing that I can grade the card and get some money out of it. Same thing with this Louis Robert. Like, I paid $12 for this. The guy had an orange for $20 also, which was actually a little bit higher than what the last couple had gone for. The last couple of sales were like 7, 17, and 23. And I was like, dude, I'll just take this one because it's gradable. The orange isn't. So that's again how I do things. Right or wrong. So this last deal, this kind of epitomizes like how I approach this. So I was immediately drawn to this, and yes, this sticker price is exactly what I paid for it. And not to be hypocritical from what I just told you, I'm not trying to rob people. And I saw this card and thought, is this blue or purple? Either way, it's underpriced, but if it's blue, it's really underpriced. So I asked to take a look at it, and he was like, yeah, I stickered this a long time ago, and I'm pretty sure it's gone up in price. And I'm like, yeah, I'll pay $50 for it, but honestly, I think it's gone up a lot. I'll happily pay more for it. I didn't tell him a price because I honestly didn't know what it was going for. I knew that it's gone up quite a bit, but I didn't know how much it had gone up for. But I was like, dude, I'll pay you more than what you're asking for it. He's like, no. I traded for it a long time ago, and I'm into it at a good price. I got it back whenever he was with the Marlins. So I'll just make up for it on the other stuff that you buy from me, which is this. And I was like, okay, that works. So I pulled this card out, set it to the side, said I'll take it. And I started digging. So what I ended up doing is I ended up getting Nolan Arenado Blue Platinum. Not a rookie logo, but it is a rookie year for $8, which I think I can do good on. Got a Trevor Bauer. This is the refractor. Yeah, you can see that in the picture, which is good. Again, I'm not going to get rich off of this, but if he ever becomes a top 1, 2, 3 Cy Young candidate, this is a PSA 10 that's going to do pretty well. Also got a Bryce Harper leg kick for $12. Buster Posey base card for $5. Got a Mike Trout mini for $3 from Allen Ginter from 2015. Mike Stanton Bowman Chrome for $12. Then also a Fernando Tatis Jr. for $5. This one's an SP, and I think I've seen PSA 10s going up to $30 to $40. So I thought that was a pretty good buy. Got a Mike Trout tribute from 2013. Any early Mike Trout card is doing really, really well right now. So I was kind of happy to get that. Got a Derek Jeter Topps foil. Again, these foil cards are starting to come along. Rainbow foil. They're starting to come along pretty strong. Then also a Trevor Bauer autograph refractor, number 199 from Sterling. So I got all those cards. I showed them to him. And he was like, he started adding them up to see how much they cost. And he was like, well, I'm adding up $120 here. I didn't even know if he was telling the truth. I had no idea. I didn't even count it up myself. And he was like, oh, how about 110? I was like, dude, that sounds great. So I got all these right here for 110, which I thought was pretty great. I've taken a look at the Yelich, and it looks really clean. Again, these cards are kind of hard to grade, so I don't know what it's going to grade, but overall, I think I did awesome at this card show, especially considering that I didn't really buy anything super high end. So overall, pretty solid. Now we're off to the PSA grades. See ya.